What is up, everybody? So this video, you guys are going to see me duel against Spyrals at locals. This was the final round at my local tournament from yesterday, which was Monday, at the store near Mint Games against my homie David running his Spyral deck. Now, a few of you guys have been asking me, hey Chris, to go ahead and re-release some duel videos. So I decided to film a couple of duel videos. I asked you guys to vote which duel video you guys wanted to see on my community tab and in the video, which was Hero versus Spyrals and or Hero versus Guru Control. Almost everyone picked Spyrals, mainly because Spyrals is one of the best decks in the format, and for good reason. It's a really awesome deck. So I decided to opt to go first game one because I did win the die roll. In my hand, it was pretty good. So I'm sitting here thinking what I want to do, Now, as a lot of you guys probably already know, I usually don't voice over my duel videos. The only reason I'm probably going to be voice over in these most recent duel videos I filmed is because a lot of cursing was in the video from people in the area, and my locals decided to play some music, which was really loud. They got caught into the microphone, and YouTube ain't about to give me a copyright strike and or collect all the funds off the ad revenue from this video. Especially I'm finna edit this 30-minute long video, so yeah, forget that. We ain't having that. So voiceover it is. I don't mind doing the voiceovers. It's just one of them things where it's like I'd rather not to. It's just a lot to voice over. So yeah, I'm starting off pretty average play with Fusion Destiny, and you know, burning from opponent for 1600 damage, bring back my Dystopia. Now my goal was to just ultimately get a board of Plasma and potentially Dark Law if possible. I think I probably could have, but I ended up making some questionable moves. Like I said, when I'm at locals, I'm fresh from work, I'm always tired, and I'm not always in the best state of mind coming out of work. I work in customer service in a corporate office, and it's very stressful, to say the least. It's annoying, but that's neither here or there. You know, the corporate environment, you guys that work corporate jobs, you know what I'm talking about, just the fake smiling, and I just keep to myself most of the time and talk to whoever talks to me. I'm not about kissing butt and things of that nature. So I went ahead and did the Varus Shadow Mist combo. I was debating on, am I able to go ahead and bring out Dark Law, because I know he's playing Spyrals, and I'm like, you know what, I don't think I am, and because I didn't have all the resources, I'm like, I'll just settle for a field of potentially Dystopia with Plasma and what is that other guy? I can't think of the hero names right now. The other Link 3 hero monster that pumps up the board. So I'm dumping with my Vion because I already have my Malian Grave. I already dumped the Shadow Mist. I didn't really know what to dump. So I decided to dump Dynatag because at this point I started to realize there's no way I'm going to be able to go ahead and make a play of the Link 3 Dread Decimator hero monster. So my goal at this point, because I'm like, okay, yeah, I messed up. I probably could even had made a play with Sunriser, which would have been amazing as well. Which, like I said, once again, messed up my plays, but it didn't mess it up too bad. Because like I said, ultimate goal was to get Plasma on the board, and I did just that. And my mistake actually came into a bonus because while I wasn't able to get Dread Decimator over my Dystopia with a Plasma, as you guys are going to see right here very shortly, I'm going to go ahead and be able to bring out Plasma still, and still pump up my Dystopia with a boost from Dynatag, because I did dump my Dynatag earlier because I really didn't know what to dump. I just kind of sacked, and I actually opened the Super Poly as well, so I figured, okay, if my opponent does do something, I can Super Poly off one of his dark monsters for a Destiny hero. Can't think Dangerous, because Dangerous requires a dark and a Destiny hero monster to bring out. So I'm in a pretty good position, you know, opening board against Spyral, skill drain, and pretty much a card that can pop any card on board. This is pretty good. I think one of the best plays heroes can make, either Plasma Dark Law or Dystopia Plasma. And like I said, I probably could have ended off with a bigger board, but once again, guys, I was tired from work, a lot of stuff on my mind. And yeah, I just wanted to play some Yugioh. I didn't even film that much during my vlog yesterday because I was rushing. I literally showed up to locals like maybe right on time, 5 minutes late, ran to the front desk to pay my entry fee, got in the tournament. So my homie David's deciding on what he wants to do, how he's gonna have to board. I'm thinking he's probably just gonna lightning storm me and combo off, because I do know he's maining the lightning storms. Luckily for me, he didn't open up lightning storm, so he started setting up a play with his danger monsters, because he's decided he's playing Spyral with the he's playing Spirals with the danger engine, and he's gonna go ahead and summon Quick Fix, no effect of course, and activate his danger snake. Now I ended up I believe I ended up hitting the wrong one. Yeah, because we did a roll 1 2 3 4 5 6. It hit his hand, but I'm like, whatever, no biggie. Hit the Call by the Grave, smack the snake. Now I had a question, does he still draw? But he did let me know that all the danger monster effects resolve in hand instead of on field, which sucks. And I feel like at this point I should have knew that, because I've been playing the dangers for over a year, not personally using them for you guys that are new to the channel, but playing against people who use danger decks and danger monsters in general. I just didn't honestly know what I should be doing and how they resolve, because I know some of them, I think Bigfoot pops on the board if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but either way, I'm in a good position overall, because like I said, skill drain, I had Honesty Nails in hand, I had Ash Blossom, I had Super Poly face down, and I have Dystopia. Now for you guys that are wondering why aren't I Super Polying, I am not using in my extra deck any of the like I say, the ones that require 2 darks. I'm using all hero extra deck, so this is all hero deck. So I'm not using a lot of the major targets, and the reason being is because I wanted to make my deck more versatile for when I want to go into my Omni Hero, Destiny Hero plays, and I didn't want to lock myself out of once I lock myself into heroes, I didn't want to go ahead and not have Super Poly be a live card just in case I needed the OTK. But ideally, I could have had a better board if I was playing more of a proper extra deck with the fusion monster, whose name I can't think of once again. Oh my god, I'm terrible with names right now. That requires 2 darks, 2800 beater that negate effects. So this would have been really good against him. But nevertheless, I was in a confident position, and he played Resort. I popped the Resort with a Dystopia, and I start to combo. Well, I didn't start to combo off. His main goal at this point is to out that Plasma, and I don't think he knows I have a Honesty Nails in hand, so I'm just waiting to see what he's gonna do. He's debating on what he's gonna do, so he's gonna bring out his 1900 Link 2 monster, the one that pops the back row. I just went ahead and Honesty Nails it out the way, and we're gonna go ahead and go to game 2, because game 1 I just went first, opened up a really good hand, and Spirals could not out that board. So starting game 2, David decides to go first, of course, because his deck wants to go first, especially against the deck like heroes that can make a card like first turn Dark Law, first turn Plasma, Sunriser plus Dark Law, or Sunriser plus Plasma. All really good cards. Like, there's not much you can do against a hero deck setting up all that stuff first turn, unless you have a card like Lightning Storm and or other cards like Regeki, which some people are popularizing recently into the meta. So in this game, which is gonna make me cringe, because I opened 2 Nibiru's. That's right, 2 Nibiru's, and I kind of messed up. You guys see me moving my dice around. I'm keeping track of his monster summons. David, if you're watching, I don't know if you noticed that's what I was doing, but I'm keeping track of all his monster summons. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna drop this fat Nibiru. Easy game 2. It's gonna be good for the channel. Heroes can kick Spyral's butt. But I was wrong. Reason why I was wrong is because, truth be told, I don't know if I would have Nibiru'd at the right time. Could he have came back and won this game? But he did tell me I Nibiru'd at the wrong time, and it pretty much cost me game 2, simply due to the fact that he continued to go off with his play and still ended up on a pretty beefy board. So my thought process of Nibiru'ing this early, because at this point he has a Link monster on the board, I believe. He has his Quick Fix on board, and well, actually I don't think he has the Link monster on board yet. I'm still waiting on what he's gonna do, but he has a Quick Fix on board. My main thought process behind Nibiru'ing at this point, after he does his 4th summon, is I don't want Quick Fix to come back and get spammed, because I'm thinking about old Spyral decks where the opponent will abuse Quick Fix a lot, and considering I was a Spyral player myself, I know Quick Fix is was the cream of the cream to the deck. But once again, this is my inexperience of playing against the deck in the current meta, because once again, even though I do YouTube and even though I do go to locals, everyone's not playing Spyrals, and I don't really have time. Oh, I ain't gonna say I don't have time. I don't really care to watch a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh videos on YouTube, especially when you do the content. You kind of get bored of what's going on. So I'm still sitting here. I could have Nibiru. I'm just still here waiting. But once I saw the quick fix, I'm like, yeah, I don't want that card to get resolved over and spam. I'm thinking for some reason he's gonna overlay his quick fix, and I saw that he got the Spyral drone in his hand. And at this point, I completely went blank. I'm nervous. I'm like, do I Nibiru? Do I not Nibiru? Do I Nibiru? Do I not Nibiru? Now, even after I activate Nibiru in hand right now, I'm literally telling myself, bruh, why didn't you wait till he was probably gonna get rid of his quick fix? At least I should have waited till he bring out the drone, because at that point I could have Nibiru, got rid of quick fix, and he wouldn't be able to spam his quick fix out. I think that would have been a better position, getting rid of drone, and all he would have had in his hand was a Spyral agent. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section down below. Did I play error? At this point, when he told me, yeah, you messed up, I'm like, yeah. And he could tell, you could tell by his hand gestures, he's moving fast, like, yeah, this dude just messed up off the Nibiru. He's gonna capitalize on it, as he should, and as he should, because you know what? If I'm inexperienced with the matchup and I Nibiru'd early, hey, I deserve to lose. It is what it is, fam. But you know what? I like losing, though. I like losing a lot because it helps you grow from your losses. You definitely learn more from your losses than you learn from your wins, because, like I said, I don't do a lot of studying on YouTube. I don't care to watch that kind of content. I might watch a combo video here and there, but I'm not studying the decks like I used to. So when I play in locals and get that hands-on infield training against decks, it really helps out. Honestly, like when I do good at locals with my hero deck, half the time I'm winging it. Other times I'm just reading cards and going from there. But when it comes to situations like this, where when you activate a card early, my inexperience with the format really shows. And I'm glad actually David ended up taking this game too, because I would have hated to win after a bad Nibiru. Like, I deserve to lose after a bad Nibiru. That's how us as players evolve into better players. And you know, granted, if this is Chris from like 8 to 10 years ago, when I was younger, more in tune with card games, didn't have a child, and had more free time to study the stuff, I probably wouldn't have made that mistake. I would be like a lot of y'all. But ain't no excuses though. It is what it is. It's real life, you know. We all have to grow up some days and have those responsibilities of an adult. But nevertheless, yeah, I'm glad I'm getting capitalized on, because I'm gonna get wrecked. So he's doing all his Spyral plays. He's pitching with his that Link 3 monster, I don't know what name it was, to shuffle back as a resort so he can use it. And I'm pretty sure the reason why the Spyral deck does that, I think Resort is still at 1 if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if it's coming in my low, if Resort is at 2 or 3 or 1. Like literally, like I said, once again, I know this is probably making me look bad for you guys that are first time viewers here. I literally do not study the ban list that much at all. I look at it, I do my ban list videos. After that, my mind goes blank. Like, if it ain't heroes or whatever deck I'm playing, I could care less about it. And that's just, like I said, it's one of those, I guess I can say, inabilities of mine. It's a weakness of mine as a player, because I just rather just do other things than to study a ban list. And that's just me personally. Nothing against people who do study the ban list, and I don't want this to sound like as an excuse for people who do put in the time and effort and the work to know cards and in and out, and to know the plays. Like, you know, like I said, that used to be me. It's just one of those things where it's like, it sucks that I don't have the time and energy to put into that type of stuff. But at the same time, getting that infield local experience helped me get over those things, because when I go to regionals, you best to believe I am not making these same mistakes, bro. I am not. So at this point, I'm reading his Spyral lady effect. I forgot her name. I think her name was that's not Misty. That's somebody else. He never used her effect. So the reason why he shuffled back is Resort, so he could pit Resort and shuffle it back with the Spyral girl. so that way he can play his resort again and start searching off like it. So like I said, man, he's just completely capitalizing off of that bad Nibiru, which was just like, just watching this again, just like, it makes me cringe. I'm like, oh, the whole match I'm just thinking, oh my god, bro, oh my god, I would have been way better if I didn't have to worry about just not messing up, you know. But hey, that's Yu-Gi-Oh, right? That is Yu-Gi-Oh in a nutshell. Also, sorry for the bad camera lens. I didn't realize a lot of my cards had glare in them. That's something I do want to work on for future duel videos. Eventually I want to upgrade to a better camera, actually probably a professional camera. If you guys don't know, all my videos are recorded on my phone, which is why the quality ain't as crispy as I guess I could say as some of my peers in the YouTube scene. But your boy getting there, you know, your boy getting there. The camera phone is more convenient and it works for me. I don't feel like carrying a big giant camera around at this time, but I could definitely see myself doing that in the near future. So he's spamming to the field right now with Spyral Sleeper with a Link monster on the board whose effect, all I remember from it, he negates monster effects that was special onto the board. And I'm just, at this point, I'm just like, yeah, he is in a really good position because Sleeper can pop 2 cards. He can negate my special monster effect. I did see him shuffling his hands. He got an infinite permanent set. Like, he's in a good position. And once again, this is all because I activated Nibiru early. Like I said, nevertheless, he would have still had infinite permanence, and he probably still could have played through the Nibiru once. But I think a properly timed Nibiru would have definitely got me the game. So remember, kids, if you guys learn anything from this game too, do not activate Nibiru early against Spirals. Wait till they set up a complete board. Now, my thought process as well on why I activated it early, I was scared of Appaloosa, but you kind of got to play that out. Because granted, he probably could have went into Appaloosa, but would he have had other plays to make? I don't know that because, like I said, once again, I'm inexperienced against playing against the deck. I've only played against it twice prior to this duel. Me and him had, like, I played against him last week, which I did beat him last week, by the way, against with my hero deck. And I played against someone else last week who I beat. I'm sorry, the week before that, who I beat with their Spyral deck, and he didn't even get the play, so he bricked. So I was pretty overconfident with this matchup. In my opinion, Heroes still has a huge advantage over Spirals, but once again, it all depends on who go first, who draw that side deck. That's a big factor. Like, if I were to do something like drawing Lightbird, which I'm not siding, but I will definitely be siding coming to my next tournament. The only reason I'm not siding is because I don't have a full play set, and I didn't have time to pick one up prior to the tournament, but I definitely will be playing it in the next tournament I go to because it's just too much good of a card not to run this format. I may even think my main deck, and so that's when he let me know that monster negates specials on my monster effects. I'm just like, whoa, I did not know this card did that, sir. I'm like, okay. And on top of that, he had an infinite permanence that phase down. So no matter what, I was messed over regardless. Like, there was nothing I can do in this position. Literally nothing. And I'm like, okay, let me banish Mally. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I can just go ahead and bring out my Cross Crusader. And it was funny too. He could have easily just popped both of my monsters with Sleeper and still been in a good position. But I decided, you know, let me go ahead and do this. Let me bring out my Cross Crusader and see if I can do something. And I was like, hold on, wait. Cross Crusader's negated too because of his monster, because I gotta link it up. And I don't have anything linked with it, so I'm like, yeah, it's over. I just scooped it up. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. Too many misplays. I was actually pretty embarrassed by the number of misplays I made because I felt like if I'd have been paying more attention, I'd have been in a better position. And here we come to game 3 right now. I'm deciding to go first. I'm hoping to open up a pretty good hand, hopefully of a Plasma or a Dark Law. And we're just shuffling right now, you know, talking crap. You know, it's local, so having friendly conversations, things of that nature. I believe I was talking about high school and how I got into a fight one time for playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And asking him how his high school experience. Well, you know, just casual conversation at locals, right? So I decided to go first. And for you guys that watch my vlog, you know my hand was pretty bad. I literally opened Ash Blossom, I think Miracle Fusion, Super Poly, Liquid Soldier, and a Dusty Gold. I'm like, bruh, WTF. WTF. What is this? And I'm looking at him shuffling his hand right now post-production. He had a lightning storm in his hand, so even if I did have a good field of like Plasma, Dark Law, I was effed regardless. I was completely effed regardless. And if you guys are wondering why I'm not cursing, it's mainly because of YouTube's new policies. Now, I know some of you guys might say, oh, I don't like when you not curse and, you know, it's not real and authentic. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but if y'all want to help my YouTube channel grow, don't say nothing about me not cursing, fam. It's like, yeah, I get it. Like, I should be more authentic and I should be talk how I want to talk. But two things, I mean, I am getting older. I'm not 23 anymore. I'm not 25 anymore. I do care about, you know, being more of a adult on camera. For the younger people who do watch me, I do have fans that are like 10, 11, 12. Even though they curse, I still want to show a good representation of myself, for one. And for two, YouTube is slowing my videos down. Like, literally. I stopped cursing, and I started producing content I feel like people want to watch, like my hero content, and my channel's been growing. And also, on that topic, and I know this is probably not commentary towards the game, but there's not really too much I can talk about. I can't go on talking about the game all day. I mean, he negated my effects with Infinite Impermanence. I set Super Poly hoping he didn't have it out to Super Poly, because I figured any monster he summoned I could have Super Poly and drew 2 off the Liquid Soldier, which would have been a solid play, but he lightning stormed me away. But the point I was trying to make is, like, a lot of people, well, a few people, I ain't gonna say a lot, have commented on my community tab and some of my videos saying, hey, they want more videos of hero content. And I'm down for making other videos, guys. I really am. But if my bread and butter right now is hero content and it's helping my channel grow, I'm gonna make hero content. Like, when I do make my top 10s, my top 5s, all kind of other content, YouTube ain't pushing it or people ain't clicking it. Nevertheless, the videos ain't getting views. Like, I can barely crack 1,000 views with some of my original content that's not hero based, or my full day Yu-Gi-Oh content. So I get it, guys. So many people who hear the consistent hero videos, combo videos, duel videos. I'm like a hero channel, if you will. I definitely understand it can get repetitive, but hey, I gotta look out for what's best for the business. My YouTube is my business, and I gotta do what I gotta do to keep it afloat. Eventually, once a lot of you guys do start watching more of my content and the views stay more consistent for some of my original content that's not hero based, I definitely be more inclined. But at the end of the day, I gotta do what people like. And while I know there's a lot of you guys who do enjoy my non-hero content, a majority of people are here just frankly for hero content in my vlogs, and I gotta produce what people like. So I just want to put that out there, because it's just, I ain't gonna say it's been getting under my skin. It's just one of those things I feel like I should have addressed, and why not address it while I'm doing a voiceover for a duel video that's 30 minutes long. Yay! But now some real stuff though. When I do voiceovers, I know I'm not the most knowledgeable about every card available in the game, so I just try to talk about what I feel like is more important to me at the time, and things that can keep my conversation afloat. Because literally, if I was talking about the game, I'll be bored out of my mind. Like, right now, he literally got rid of my board with Lightning Storm, and he's just gonna go off. And as you guys can't tell, I lost this game. Like, my hand was horrible. He stacked my deck with Drone and put me an Artifact Lancer up there, which I could not use whatsoever because he's gonna combo off anyway. And I decided in Lancia, if he can't get his combos off, I figured it'd be a good card for his deck, which it helped me last week against him, so I figured it'd help me this week as well. And he is just going off. David is just going off. He's a savage that day, bro. So yeah, he ended up popping my back row with his Spyral Super Agent, and I had to see real Super Poly. And like I said, he's just going off at this point, and there's literally nothing I can do to stop his onslaught of savagery that's happening. And all I can think of is I'm really losing this match because I activated Nibiru early during game 2. And like I said, not knowing if I would have guaranteed to win game 2 or not, he could have came back and won. He very, very well could have came back and won. But it's one of those things where it's like, oh my god, this sucks so bad. If I would have only activated Nibiru game 2, I could have done better in the tournament this week, and I would have more packs, because this was the final round, and at this point I was X 1-1. Like, Locals was just bad. Like, I had one draw against Counter Fairies because the guy stalled me out with Mystic Mine until I decked out game 1. In game 2, I beat him and it was timing around. Now, I lost round 1 against Guru Control because he sacked me and top decked literally every card he needed to win. Like, first turn was Lightning Storm. Next turn, it was evenly matched. Like, he just ripped everything he needed to come back and win, which sucked. And, yeah. So, Locals wasn't that hot for me this week. But I'm actually pretty happy, like I said. Like, I haven't done bad at Locals in a while. You know, I can't expect to do good every week. It's just mathematically impossible. Which is why I said, you know, skill can only go so far in Yu-Gi-Oh! And a lot of people who, you know, go consistently every, like at a big event where there's so many variables, like every event over and over. If you guys think they ain't intentionally cheating, y'all are crazy. I've been around the card game world way too long to know what cheating is, who is cheating, how people are cheating, why they cheat. Like, I could literally write a freaking book on why card game players cheat and how they can cheat and the psychology behind it, because I get it. People want to win. It just sucks that, you know, I feel like results are skewed when people are intentionally taking advantage of the cheating aspect of the game. Like, people just like making card effects that don't really mean anything, like making up their own card effects, playing too fast. I mean, the list can go on, drawing extra cards, like. But anyway, I'm going on a random sidetrack, and some of you guys might think I'm just hating on specific people, but I'm really not. Like, the card game world it's its own beast, and that's why I drew my Lancia, and I'm just like, yeah, there's literally nothing I can do. I probably should just scoop it up. And I'm thinking, I'm like, I was thinking like maybe I can activate Lancia and play Dark Calling. I'm like, duh, I can't do that because he's gonna I can't banish. My whole thought process to bring out Bane. Well, I don't got enough material for Bane because Bane requires level 5 or higher. So let me bring out Ab-Zero. And I was like, do I get to draw with Liquid Soldier? And I'm like, yes, I do. But not realizing he has Appaloosa on the board, so my draw effect, I try to activate it. He's on the negate with Appaloosa regardless. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna negate that. And I'm like, he got 800 left for Appaloosa. I could bring out my I use my Ab-Zero effect to pop his board. Sleeper is still gonna be protected regardless, and Appaloosa can negate my Ab-Zero. So at this point, I'm like, yeah, there's literally nothing I can do. I was trying to get creative. I was thinking like, maybe if I tribute my Ab-Zero with Lancia, maybe I could do something. I'm like, nope, nothing I could do. I'm just looking at my hand. I'm just gonna try to attack Appaloosa. Maybe he'll let the attack go through. Why not, right? And of course, he's gonna use the Sleeper to pop it, and I try to activate the effect, and he's just gonna use Appaloosa's engage. And it's all over, as they say in the UFC. So yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Like the video if you're new here, subscribe for more. This is Rogue Hero, and I'm signing out. Peace. See you guys in the next one.